Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Tyto Ecology. I haven't touched those biomes in the last 2 weeks. So in the last episode we actually created those 4 forests. Well, not all of them are forests, but let's get back to the biomes, and I'll just start on the top here and I'll move on to those, and we'll see how many episodes that will take. So this biome has had 6 months pass. I don't know why. I think because we had something in here, some herbivores. No idea why I did that. Did I have herbivores in here? I know. I think I set this to 1 year, but it wouldn't do that. Okay, I know, we have agoutis here, who apparently seem to have bred. Look at that, they have 24 juveniles, and they are going to reproduce again very soon. Also, apparently we just got a reward. Okay, thank you. Now stop showering me with... Would you stop doing that? Ah. Didn't we have that last week already? Well, fine. Was it okay. Good, so apparently we made a whole lot of achievements. I got some agoutis, which just spawned in a really weird circular formation. That was odd. Okay, we also had the Amazon flame tree. And there's a young Amazon flame tree, which has been partially eaten already. Also, I believe the ferns spread quite well. So let's see if we can unlock something else. As I said last time, I'm probably going to start with only plants. Also, I think I mentioned it, we have fish here, which are shared among the entire biome. Okay, and something I would prefer would be more trees. This is a forest after all, so trees would probably not go amiss. Thank you. We just got some income here. This is is that even... Yeah, okay, it is pollinated. So we have a... I'm just going to set a countdown quickly, just in case I need to break this up into 2 episodes. What's my countdown thingy? And 15 minutes, there we go. Okay, so also I believe something was changed here. I thought I could right click to close this menu, but I have to left click somewhere else. It doesn't feel familiar. Anyway, let's just place some palm trees. Those, by the way, had a bug that I discovered in the last version, which they thankfully sorted out quite fast. The palm tree here, the acai palm, or acai, I don't know how to pronounce them. It had 2 stasis periods, like it was flowering, then it had a short stasis period, and then it was fruiting, or it was not fruiting because the stasis kind of wiped out the pollination. So yeah, bugs. However, it's fixed now, according to the developers, so thanks for that. Okay. We have plenty of... we have plenty of achievements we can claim, so I'm tempted to unlock some more species. Maybe not an insectivore, because we don't have that many insects. We could unlock more insects. That sounds like a fun idea. Although I do wish we could get the... let's put some blue morphos on this island here. I do wish we could get... insects to reproduce more, or to reproduce at all. Okay. Now something else we could do is actually cash in those achievements and unlock a new zone. Where did I have this thing? Here. Zone 2, you have to go like this, by the way. You can't go to Zone 5. I have to unlock Zone 2 and then Zone 3 and so on. Also, let's check our global stats. I'm not sure what that did. Oh, okay. No. Wait, what? Global stats. No idea what that does aside of hiding this view zone map. Okay, let's ignore that for now. And what else could I do here? There's not that much going on here, and I think it might actually be a good idea to start putting in predators soon-ish. Right now it doesn't seem like we have too many agoutis. They're still doing reasonably well. Also, yeah, it seems like they also fixed the mushroom issues. Yeah, they probably did. Before that was sorted out, many creatures would only or would prefer mushrooms over everything else. So people would have trouble keeping any mushroom population alive because they would just be wiped out before any plants would be. And I'm glad that was sorted out as well. Let's place some more fern here. And some more decomposers. More mushrooms here. And some ants over yonder. Okay. By the way, I've never really had problems with... okay, this plant will be pollinated soon enough. At least it should be. I'm going to place some blue morphos next to it just in case. Well, that's kind of weird that this plant was pollinated and this one isn't. Where did the thing go? Blue morpho. Morpho. There it is. Let's put one there. Now, I'll set this to 1 year. Yeah, save that. And what I wanted to do was look for my... there it is. Achievements. We're going to cash in this one. Okay. Now I feel like I have to... No, I kind of want to burn all my energy. We'll unlock the ocelot because we can. It's only 1 coin. We'll wait with unleashing him until next week though. I think that's a good idea. Giving the agouti 1 more reproduction cycle before they can be sorted out. Because if I remember correctly, ocelots were crazy killing machines. Like they would wipe out everything. Let's play some more palm trees. I love those. Very foresty. Maybe also some more flame trees. 1 here and 1 over here. Okay, let's leave this biome and look at the next one, which should have actually more time passing. Wait, let's set this to that. Here we have 1 year passing. Let's enter the biome and see what has happened here. I have no idea how it looked last week, by the way, or 2 weeks ago, because last week I uploaded these, or I released the second episode. Anyway, the last time I played, I have no idea how it looked. Okay, we don't need the details. It doesn't look like much has happened because those grass plants have just increased their batch sizes. I'm not sure if I had placed only 1. Okay, and we got even more achievements. Thank you for that. Game. Did it credit us with those coins right away? Oh no, we just made 50 coins. Okay. And I'm tempted, because we made 50 coins in here, I'm tempted to just go for Zone 2. Because now that we have unlocked Zone 2, I should probably scroll down to the WASD. All my life forms I place can also spread in here. Until this barrier is removed, until the zone is unlocked, life will not naturally spread into it. And the point of doing this was manifold. First I want some more grass. Where do I have... I thought there was one more grass type, or do I have all of them? I seem to have all of them. Okay, so I don't know why, but I think I'm going to put some sort of the lower grass over here. Wasn't there some... switchgrass is the big one. I'm going to try to plant some of that over on this side. Yeah, there's no point in using spacebar. No, it looks a bit like a spaceship with wings over here, and this being the cockpit, and this is the wing. Okay, I'm imagining things. Let's make a grass spider. Now it looks like a space invader. Did they look like that? Maybe they did. Who knows? However, we shouldn't forget the requirement for mushrooms or something decomposing. And now we'll cash in the other achievements. Namely the big one here, which gives us more coins, which we'll then put towards unlocking another pollinator, because I can. Maybe, yeah, why not the honeybee? Those will also be available in other biomes. I'm not sure why you can't have bees in the rainforest, by the way. It doesn't make sense to me, because I'm quite sure there are bees in the rainforest, at least in most of them. The South American rainforests actually have the Africanized bees by now. So I suppose that was the reason why you wouldn't put those into this game, because those are freaks. Those are just freaks. They're creepy. And let's have some of the ubiquitous ants. Ants, not aunts. I can't speak today. Okay. And more of those. This is more of a preparation stage of the game. We prepare all the biomes for the various creatures that are going to be unlocked or unleashed here at some point. So we got another achievement here. We have pollinators, we have this, we have decomposers. So let's get some more plants in here. Maybe some milk veg. I don't know why the bee tree disappeared for a moment. By the way, this is not quite how bees would live if they had a chance. If they have a choice, they will not settle like this. I mean, there are cases when they do this, but they don't prefer this. They would prefer to have either a cave inside the tree or just any cavity they can find, because this is not actually protected from the weather. And that's just something bees prefer. Okay, let's put some more sort of blue grama grass on here. Right on the mountain, or rather hill. Okay, I think that's it for here. We can leave it at that. I think we'll unlock more plants next time and just fill up some gaps. I just try to leave some gaps for other plants that we will unlock over time. Let's go into the sun forest, which is a desert biome. I'm tempted to just for the sake of excitement of the episode, to put in some more creatures, or some actual creatures. Although this way you can see we made 64 coins. So, oh yeah, that's right. I remember we wrote the 12 in here with Join. Thank you for that achievement. It's still readable, so that's fine. Also, something I wanted to show you here is that we should now there it is. We have the honeybee. So if a species is shared across certain biomes, they will all get this species if it is unlocked, which I'm pretty happy about. We'll also do the same here. We'll unlock Zone 2. Unlocking those zones actually helps you get coins quicker, because you have more species, you have more life in your biomes. Let's cover everything with bees and moths. That's something I wouldn't do in real life. I hate moths. Those luckily don't starve anyway, so if you don't have any plants in their vicinity, they won't mind. Okay, we can't afford ants right now. And I keep trying to go into the menu when I actually want to go here and grab my rewards. We'll get this achievement next. We'll also have this. And we'll keep those for later. There's 75 coins for that. Wow. That's quite impressive. I'm really surprised there's that much coinage for that, because it's not that difficult to get a species to reproduce. Okay, mushrooms. There's nothing wrong with keeping several decomposers with overlapping areas. I've also made some suggestions regarding those decomposers and their respective respawning, but it's I've been told it would be discussed, and I'm not sure if it's ever going to make it into the game. I would be happy to see the changes I suggested, or some of the changes I suggested in the game. Wow, I'm back at 83 coins. I'm not sure if I could unlock the next zone. It is actually more expensive to unlock the next one. It would cost, 125, so we might do this next week. Okay. By the way, this is, I'm not sure if I told this last time, but I'm trying to keep this like the, there are some islands, some volcanic islands. I read that some years ago, that scientists found a volcanic island, and it was relatively recently formed. And because of that, we also put some agave here. Because of that, there was no life on it. So they basically they kept humans away. They only built like a small research station, and they studied how life arrived on this island. And they realized that the first things that would arrive were plants, which were, shut up cell phone, brought there, for example, by bird droppings. Birds would of course fly over everything, and eventually, well, they would poo and then would drop plant seeds on that island, and they would grow and things would happen. They weren't sure how other life forms would arrive there, although I think some swimming creatures would eventually, or did eventually come in. I'm not sure how it looks nowadays. Okay, we placed some agave here. The agave, by the way, is one of the slowest growing plants in this game, I think. It takes ages for them to grow and to reproduce. Which is, I believe, also said in the biodex. Sharp spines, reproduction. Yeah, long time to flower. And that's actually, it's somewhat sad, actually. Like, the plant may live for 30 or more years before flowering for the first time, and they flower only once and then die. And that's, I don't know, I find it sad. Also, let's see what else we can do here. I want another plant. How about we need a cactus. Cacti are great. Or a tree. The sweet acacia. Those actually sound like a good idea. Although pretty much all the cacti have fruits as well. But I prefer to have, or I like to have some fruit plants in the game or in the area, just so they have fruits. And I like to put in the first herbivores by the time those are fruiting, so they can just live off those fruits for a while. And sometimes they even do that, if I'm really lucky. Anyway, that's it for this biome here. We didn't place that much. It still looks kinda deserty. So now we'll go back. I should have set this to 1 year. We'll set this to 1 year now. And yeah, I'll do the last one in this episode. We have this set to 1 year. Great. Let's enter this one. This is going to be a long episode. And I wish this would be more a trivia towards or regarding the biome you're in. The Heliconia plant is one of the rainforest plants. Let's check the diversity here. Yeah, you get scored by how many species there are and how healthy they are. It doesn't seem to matter how many there are of the certain species, although I tend to find, well, thank you for that, that of course if you have more zones it gets easier to accommodate more species and to just get more coins. It's also less crowded, so that's a good thing. Let's start with that. Confirm this. We want the second zone. It also gets easier to populate the zones later on. Also, I believe this biome is a lot bigger than the others. I mean, look at how much space this moth is covering now. Also, something I'd like to point out here is that there are actually Himalayan bees. I've watched a documentary on those a while ago. They actually make honey from some weird plant I forgot the name of. And the weird thing is this honey is actually it acts like a drug. It creates hallucination and it can also give you a hangover if you eat too much. So it's very popular among the well, not for the hangover but for the hallucination bit. It's very popular with the local population, with the local tribes or natives. Achievements, that's what I wanted. Collect this. And yeah, I definitely think those zones are a lot bigger than the others, so yeah, the Himalayan DLC is kind of worth it. And I'm also tempted to unlock the earthworm here. Those have an incredible ability to remove detritus. And the stag beetle, I'm not sure about those. I mean, they are top-notch when it comes to removing of natural waste, but still, it's they're suspiciously good. I'm not sure if that's a natural, if that's accurate. And I've just blew through all my energy just preparing that biome, so it's a good thing I still have those achievements. Oh, we get more for 10 earthworm territories. We'll get this eventually. Let's get this one. And we can go wild here. This is the last zone we have, and because this this is a lot bigger, and because this also used to be like the much more showy, flashy zone. If only for the reason that it was a DLC and they just released it later, so they put more time into it, I guess. The art style was better, and yeah, I think that's why they also made it a lot bigger. I'm not sure about the amount of species there are herein. I've never really counted them, mind you. There's a joint for here on the edge of the snow. But I believe there might actually be more species in here. And something else kind of interesting, the blue poppy actually used to be kind of a pest plant to many, because those would reproduce like crazy. They're always flowering, and they had a very, very large spawn modifiers, so they would create offspring like crazy and eventually overwhelm the entire biome quicker than anything could eat them. And so many people have complained about that. It was kind of sad and also hilarious. I don't know. I found it both. Okay, let's place some Himalayan balsam. Sometimes I also check the biodex to see where the where this plant would actually grow. This has riverbanks, so I might try to get the next one on the lake over there, and maybe the small river that goes behind it. But yeah, this zone is definitely bigger than the others. Which is not wrong. I mean, you can populate it just as well. Let's also place a balsam over here. It'll grow either way, so it would spread anyway to this zone. Although I'm tempted to not plant any in... Actually, I wish I could remove it now. But yeah, that's nature for you. Once you've introduced it to the biome, you can't remove it. Let's put some blue poppies. And I'll only place those here for now. Right here. We can't even see them. That's how the blue poppy looks. Not very poppy-like. Okay. What else do we need here? I think I'm just going in order here for some reason. So let's get some rhododendron. I know those because that's a plant that many people over here like to have in their gardens, I believe. At least I know that many gardeners talk about their rhododendron plants. I don't know why. Let's consult the biodex for that. Why are you so famous? Oh, they're just using the flowers? I don't know. So you can use that. Okay. Not sure. At least I think they're sometimes planted here. Or at least were. I don't know. Okay, gojis. Goji are berry plants, so we'll have those. I'm just spending a lot of cash here. I'm just spending so many coins here because I can. I'll have to most likely put in some more pollinators here. God damn it. No, not this. This is like the most... Although at least it puts you back here. Okay, we can't do that. We can get this one though. Hooray! I want some more pollinators. I'm going to place green hawk moths. Again, two kinds of moths, but only one kind of bees and one kind of ants. That's a bit weird. Okay, I'm going to place those near the goji berries, so they can be pollinated by the time they need to. I'm going to place another bit here. I like to have those little clusters and just see where they spread to. So we're going to leave those goji berries here. And, ooh, pomegranates. Pomegranates are also pretty amazing. And I would prefer those over the bamboo. So let's get this biome planted. Let's make 2 of those. And maybe 1 here, because those grow so slow. I try to often to keep like several of them around. Okay, yeah, we can take those now. Okay, where was I? Right, this. I'm also making this episode way too long. I should have split it in 2. I didn't think this part would take so long. But I think I'm going back to another biome now. I mean, we could just place more things here, but I'm also kind of interested in... Although, wait a minute, this kind of screams bamboo forest to me. Get me some bamboo. Let's make it a bit unsymmetric, asymmetric even. Does that have access to pollination? Of course it doesn't. Do I have another achievement? I can harvest. No, no, no. Completed. I thought I had another, but no. Oh well, at least that means I'm done with this episode. Although I do enjoy this. I really quite enjoy this. Although I guess some people might find it boring. I do want to get some moths over here. Or some hawk moths. Let's do some hawk moths. So we'll fast forward the game for a moment. That'll do. Put them in here. And then we can leave this biome to itself. And by the way, there was a recent change to fruit plants as well. Those actually fruited now. By the way, this is, if you plant the tree while it fruits, the amount of fruit scales with the amount of time left in this phase. So this only has 10 fruits, and they will actually produce at least one offspring, even if nothing eats the plants, eats the fruits. Otherwise, if there are creatures that eat the fruits, they will just create more offspring. And that's good. You want that. Also note that those rhododendron trees don't seem to have any fruits. They just spawn offspring at the end of their flowering period, which works fine as well. And with that, we are out of here, with this ant territory marker being briefly permeated by the bamboo. And we got some coins again. We're not going to do anything with those right now. And we'll see how this... Look at that, we just got a small pomegranate. It's a pomegranate baby, everybody. I don't know if it's a male or female, though. We'll never find out. And there's another... Wow. This is one virile tree. Anyway. Until next time. Bye.